you are wrapping.
Awesome.
And there was a camera that wasn't recording.
Did Hefe film this assembly of Rick's car?
I did with Anthony and
Okay,
Jack.
so because I think he told me this morning, he's like, yo, if you do start wrapping something, and I think it was this, he meant grab the camera. Now I'm already one deep. I already got one wrap. So I'll show you what that looks like. It doesn't look like that big of a difference.
But it is.
Right, the parts are painted in World Rally blue, and we're just wrapping them the blue to match the wrap that's already on the car.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those super satisfying things to watch because you're just seeing blue to blue.
Yeah. The red will look good though.
The red will look good.
Okay.
But I think the cool part about this car is how dope it is. And then also, you can look at the longevity of the wrap. Let me turn this down. So the cool part about Rick's car, and I'll put his Instagram right here on camera because I love his build, and I really want to highlight his build because it's somebody who's took a lot of pride into what they're doing. I mean, every nut, every bolt, everything is done right, including the wrap. He went to the right wrap shop. So when this wrap came through our door, he had already got quotes from multiple other shops. Some were a lot higher and some were a lot lower. And from what I was told by him directly that time is that we were right in the middle as far as pricing goes, but as far as like the education of what we were doing, getting to sit down with you like personally, I think really like sealed the deal because the customer got the full experience. You know, he got to get every single thing he wanted, and you worked your magic with him. So, you know, now 6 months later, I think it's been 6 months.
It's about that, and now
6 months later,
added on a wide body kit.
He added a wide body kit, air, and changed every nut, every bolt on the car,
and wheels, and there's carbon everywhere.
Exactly. So the guy's just killing it with his build. You know, so naturally we get to feel the effects of that. And in this case, the car wasn't wide body when we wrapped it. It was then wrapped, then cut up, then wide body.
Heading out for the day, boss. You have a good one.
Hey man, you have a good day too.
You guys be careful out there, you know what I mean? Wear a mask. Make sure she wears a mask.
Okay, you want to talk about it?
If you want.
Let's talk about it. So talk about your day changing in an instant. And what we realized is yesterday I was here and I wrapped the fender flares. Initially we took the material outside and thought that it matched, but as I wrap the panels and we put them back in the car, you'll see that they don't match. This is all printed. This was printed about 6 months ago, and then these were printed just recently. So working with our vendor, we told them what we were doing and we let them know that they needed to match, but the profiles are obviously off. It's a tad bit brighter on this blue than the original blue that we printed. We don't want to let that slide. So with that said, what we're working on doing is we're going through our Pantone sheet and finding out what color truly matches this finish. And yes, a little bit of time, this has changed a tad bit. I mean, I think that a little bit of sun exposure, your print's gonna lose a little bit of vibrancy. That's pretty common, but this is a drastic change. To me, this is definitely a profile issue. They're not right. This is a brighter blue. I don't think our wrap was ever that bright blue. So we are working with the vendor trying to get that figured out. For the rear, we have red. I'm gonna try to wrap this in the red that it's supposed to be. Goes right here. I think we can get away with this red being a tad bit brighter just because we have multiple shades of red here. We got a dark red, we got a medium red, we got a pink red, you know, a burgundy. So there's so much red here that this will probably work. Up there is my concern. When you got blue to blue, you can see the color difference. Another thing that we were gonna do here was wrap this hood.
Oh, the hood was just, you can tell so much more here.
When all these panels are aligned, you see how bright this is. Just not gonna work. You can see that on camera.
And it is, so for people that don't know, obviously you're talking about profiles. This was used like the exact same RGB. If people are, you know, familiar with Microsoft Paint even, this is the same color swatch.
Right.
It's the same exact thing, but color profiles.
Something happened from the print time initially when they ran this. 6 months later, I mean, did they change the ink? Did they change the temperature in the shop? Did they change the printer? We don't know what's changed, but all we know is that the color is not the same, and it's not a fade. This is truly the color that we got initially, and it's darker, and this is brighter. So, what?
I literally just saw an update on the car.
On this one?
Yeah.
I just talked to him. So just so you know, I called him. I gave him an update with the issue that we're having, and I'm already working on it. So I'll handle this from here, but I'll let you know when I got to tap you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And that's how we do here. You know, it's one of those things. This car, we had every intention of delivering it Wednesday. And tomorrow. And let me just tell you guys this. Keeping a car is not a bad thing. We don't mind hanging on to it. We don't mind waiting and getting it right. But what happens here in a smaller shop like this is we're already at capacity. We have this car sitting and nothing going on. It's money on the floor that we're losing and time that we're losing. We're having to walk around it. It makes things difficult. So that's the challenge that I'm dealing with now is how much longer are we gonna have this car to wait on getting this print right? So we're working on it. We're trying to get it done as fast as possible. I am only showing you guys this part of the process because it exists. In any shop that you're dealing with, when you see guys running around and they're stressed out, this is typically what happens. For me, I've learned to kind of keep my composure with these things and hopefully not let it get the best of me because it does suck. I do want to get the car back to its customer. I do want to get it off our shop floor because it is a liability. At the end of the day, you have a Subi here that's worth 50 grand with another $30,000, $40,000 worth of parts. You got an $80,000, $90,000 car sitting on your floor with nothing going on and not making money on it, so you want to protect it with your life. So it does get a little stressful, but I'm gonna stop yapping. We're gonna get to rapping, guys. I like to show you guys this part of the process because it does exist and it does happen, and that's all we talk about here at Premium is exactly what goes on in the wrap shop. You're feeling my pain. It matches none of the reds.
Out of all the reds, it's not even one of them.
This is like a pink red. Like these are reds red. This is like pink red.
That's like salmon.
So now like it makes me think that this is that was wrong. Like that that blue is too bright. This red is too bright. So obviously something happened. I don't know. And it's just not gonna work. Like we can't run with that red.
Well, I'm glad you did the small piece instead.
I almost wrapped the big one. I had the intentions of wrapping this and saying, you know what, we can get away with it because we have multiple shades of red here. Thinking that this was gonna work. It's not gonna work, dude. This is boo-boo. This is boo-boo, guys. I don't know how we even climaxed this vlog. How do we end it? Climax it was me just mad as yeah.
Color's screwed up, but we're still gonna give you some wrap. So here's some cool wrap.
Nice little meerkat wrap.
There you go.
All right. I keep on seeing this video on Instagram where the dudes are using the table.
Table?
Yeah, they affixed it to the table and they're heating it up.
What is that?
What the hell?
Oh, I thought that was a hole in the top
Is that a
or
hair?
on the bottom or something.
Well, it was a good lay. Fucking leave.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Bro, it's just one thing after the next today. Let me see.
Where'd it come from?
From your mouth, bro.
That was a good lay though.
That was a good ass lay.
It's basically the same technique, but instead of using, actually they use 3 people still, but they use a hinge for the table. We only need 3.
Yeah, I know the video you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like inside of a print room.
Come from the Bonser crew.
All right. Take 2. We get it right. Here we go. There you go. Easy. I'd say it goes to show it's not always butterflies and rainbows here, but I mean they're
Butterflies and rainbows.
I mean productive.
Yeah, well let's get this one done. Let's make this one go butterflies and rainbows.
All right, here we go.
Watch this.
Are you watching something top secret about an engine? Does this have to be blurred out? Can no one know about this
Oh, they
yet?
can know about it. I think we filmed a We filmed the video today. I went over there.
Ah.
That's where I was at this morning, bro. Their 33 shall rise again.